Jason originally just wanted to quietly fill up his tank, but unexpectedly found himself surrounded by a group of killers. Sensing their malicious intent, he hoped to finish fueling and leave the place as quickly as possible. However, one of them directly turned off the switch. Not wanting to stir up trouble, Jason had no choice but to silently turn the switch back on and continue refueling.
So I can kick your fucking ass up over your shoulders.
A few days earlier, Jason's daughter Mary was playing on the playground when a classmate suddenly snatched her hat. Mary asked him to return it, but the boy not only refused, but also pushed her to the ground.
What are you gonna do then? Cry?
Mary stood up and warned the boy, but he still wanted to get physical. As a result, she fought back and knocked him to the ground. Mary picked up her hat and left without looking back, while the boy's nose was bleeding profusely. Due to this conflict, the teacher called in the parents of both sides. When Jason arrived at the school, he ran into the boy's parents. The boy's mother was so emotionally charged that she even wanted to hit Jason, but fortunately, the teacher stopped her. Thinking the matter was over, Jason took his daughter and left the school, only to run into the boy's parents again right outside the gate. Jason remained polite, not wanting to escalate the situation, but the boy's father insisted on provoking him and even tried to launch a sneak attack from behind. He ended up being subdued by Jason with a single move. Luckily, the sheriff arrived just in time to defuse the situation. You thought this was the end of it? Not quite. The cold glare Anna shot at Jason was the real spark that ignited the battle. The only reason she was so arrogant was because of her brother Sean. Sean was a notorious local gang leader, known for his ruthless methods. Anyone who crossed him rarely met a good end. Upon hearing that his sister had been bullied, Sean immediately gathered a few burly men, intending to settle the score with Jason. Meanwhile, Jason, completely unaware of the situation, was accompanying his daughter to practice horseback riding. Watching his obedient and well-behaved daughter, he couldn't help but cry tears of joy. Since his wife's early passing, the father and daughter had been depending on each other and had a deep bond. The next day, when Jason dropped his daughter off at school, the teacher informed him that the father of the boy from yesterday had been hospitalized. Realizing that he might have been too heavy-handed, Jason personally went to the man's workplace to apologize and offered to treat him to KFC the following day. Upon hearing about the KFC treat, the man immediately smiled and forgave Jason. What Jason didn't know was that his wife had already arranged for assassins. Right after leaving, Jason went to a gas station. Just as he was about to refuel his BMW, a red truck pulled up beside him, and several killers got out surrounding Jason. They were the assassins sent by Sean.